What's going on, everybody? This is James King L of Vibe 609 Radio. We are back like we never left. Today we have a special guest. He traveled all the way from North New Jersey to come and tell his story. You've heard him before talking about the prison reform and things of that nature. But today he's going to go more in depth. He's going to start from the beginning, when it all started, all the way up until now, and he's going to have some pertinent information you can all use and stand up for and rally behind. He's going to have a few topics that's going to be very intense. So I hope you guys are ready. Put on your seat belts. Take the popcorn out the microwave, because it's about to go down. Without further ado, my guest today, Poochie.
How y'all feel? I'm here with the brother. I'm thankful that he allows me to come and spill what I know and what I've been exposed to. You know, I'm concerned now because what's happening in New Jersey is probably all across America, but they locking up our kids at 14, 15. They waving them to adult court. They making them do 30 years. Then when they come home, they telling them they on life parole. Now, while they doing that, their mothers don't get no kids from them. It's a form of genocide. All them kids going to prison for all that time. They go to prison for all that time. Their mother ain't getting no grandkids. Then the state talking about when you come home, you got to be on parole for life. You know, and that's what's really disturbing me, because I have meetings in Newark with a bunch of them, and they was young boys, 14 and 15 when they got locked up, did 30-some years in the prison, and now out talking about they on life parole. They'd have no children, and that was the plan. You know, let's lock them up, make sure they don't have no babies, then we don't have worry about the future of their kids, because they not allowed to have none. So I'm here with Brother King in Atlantic City area, and we want to talk about whatever needs to be talked about. You know, in the first
Let's start from the beginning with your first run-ins with the law.
My first time, I was 12 years old. I went state institution called Jamez, right? I got locked up for violating curfew. You know, back in those days, under 16, if you out in the street, they would grab you, lock you up. I went to court. The people came and represented me, a teacher, a minister, telling them I was a good guy. The judge said, no, I'm sending them to Jamez. You know, so I went to Jamez, and that was the beginning of my end. Because I went to Jamez 3 times, I ended up boarding down. Because once they send you into them institutions, you become addicted to behaviors of you and other people. I met people from Plainfield, Patterson, Camden, and we all had the same mindset instilled in us. So when we came home, yeah, we got to get some money. Guys coming home today, I gotta get some money. No, you gotta get some freedom and some life. So Jamez was terrible. They abused me physically, mentally, kept me locked up, told me in lockup that you got a bad attitude. You know, they ain't like, because I used to rebel. Every time they come at me with something, I had to come back at them. Yo, why? What for? Why? Just do it. Don't ask us nothing. You know, no, I ain't doing it. So they locked me up. I had a place called GU, called the Guidance Unit, and that's where they used to take me. So that was the beginning. My mother died. A lot of kids in Jamez, their mothers come. You know, when you're in them juvenile facilities, your mother make every visit that she could get. So I'm trying to create a program now of my way called Mothers of Prisoners, right? Because we don't want to lose our children, and girls and boys, because they're grabbing the girls. When I was a kid, the girls get away. You know, you give the girl the gun. The police lock her up with the gun, the judge throw it out. Now they 30 years. They giving her 20, 30 years. So they still on the same program of eliminating us. You know, we could go back to slavery. When slavery was so-called over, you know, they came with the prison system to lock us up. Then the slave owners, the plantation owners, they come and pay our bail. We get out, we got to work on their plantation to make the money back that they put out for us. Because we didn't have no money. You know, we got some billionaires now, multimillionaires. Please understand, every one of us came into America came as a slave. Sure, a lot of people got free and was able to attain things, but they came in as a slave. You know, my people, your people, they came in as slave, so the plantation owner come, get us out, and talk about I had to pay $60 or $70 for you. We ain't got no money, so you can work it off. Now, we go back to the plantation. That was before the sharecropping. They came next with the sharecropping. Well, y'all free, so y'all could be sharecroppers. You know, but we didn't get no money.
And for the listening audience that don't know what sharecropping is, can you explain to them what sharecropping actually is?
Yeah, that was supposed to be the thing that if you working on that plantation, cotton field, whatever, that by you working, you get part of the reward of the things that you do, potato field, whatever. But what they did with us, they didn't, because they charged us for rent, food, and all that stuff, so we didn't get no money. You know, he told us, yeah, it's coming out of, you know, your pay. You know, you got a place to sleep. You got a room this big with 9 people living in it. You got a place to live. No, it was ugly, brother. And they just do what they done, and they still doing it today. 2023, they still on the same mission of destroying us. I don't know if y'all seen the news about that thing in Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, the boy, they talking about the boy who jumped off the boat and swam to get over it. He was 16, they said it was his instinct.
That's right.
It was something told him, yo, this ain't right. I got help. You know, because he probably didn't have no knowledge. I have friends that been to Europe. People come from Africa. I talk with them. They didn't know we had slaves in America. You know, y'all were slaves? Yeah, we were slaves. A lot of people coming out that Congo and the African nation don't know what these people did to us. You know, after some of them found out, they apologized. We had the Dutch president. He just apologized for his role because we asked for reparations. You played a role in what happened to us during slavery. He said, well, we apologize. Huh? Yeah, he ain't giving us nothing. He apologized. He apologized, so what? You know? And we stuck with that, believing, yeah, they being nice, they apologize. Give us reparations. Not for me, not for my generation, because I'm an old head, I'm 76 years old, you know, for the babies. You know, that's what we're fighting for, trying to save the babies. Because you have done what you done to us. You have done what you did to our forefathers, our foremothers, so we trying to save the babies now, because you aiming at them. Like I said, 14, 15, they waving you to adult court and giving you 30 years. So we trying to save the babies. I got so many women whose sons and daughters are in prison. Like I saw them starting a program called Mothers of Prisoners, right? And they be talking about he was a good boy. She wasn't that bad. No, to you. But to him, they a monster. Because a black kid growing up, he get strong, he get educated, he gonna get angry about what they done to him. So now they make sure the ones they lock up don't have no children. It don't get passed down about what happened. 30, 40, 50 years from now,
You fine.
you'll have people that didn't have a clue about what slavery was about. I'm concerned about these city governments. You know, Patterson, New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, Elizabeth, they just killed a boy in Elizabeth 2 days ago. They went in the house, the boy had a knife, they had did the same thing in Patterson. They shot and killed him. Y'all trained to fight. Y'all got bulletproof vests on. You know, y'all got guns. Y'all expert shots. Shoot him in the leg. He got a knife. Shoot him in the leg. Y'all going to upper body and kill him for it. You know, in his house. Y'all raid his house. Talking about y'all looking for him. He got a knife in his hand. So you kill him. Y'all supposed to be trained to stop him from attacking you. Y'all got bulletproof vests on. If he stick you with the knife gonna break. Why are you talking about fear for my life? Your life wasn't in no jeopardy, you know. So we.
And that happens very often.
Yeah, that's their excuse now. Fearful, but we understand what y'all do. Y'all sign up for the job. Y'all go take the tests. Go take the training. Now I'm talking about your life is in jeopardy. You signed up for it.
Now, what would you say is the difference between so-called peace officers and correctional officers?
It's the difference is they both believe the same thing. Both of them, as far as I believe, have good mindsets. A lot of them think they going to help. Yeah, I'm going to get on police force to try to help. I'm going to work in the prison and try to help. But once you get in them jobs, they got policies and procedures that you have to follow. So you become the bad guy because they done raised you up in living scale. You got a good scale. You got a nice house, nice car. You seeing your kids going to college. So if you don't follow the policy and the procedures that they put in place, you lose your job. So a lot of them turn bad just to keep the job, just to keep a paycheck. You know, they don't go in evil, they mean evil. You know, especially the correctional officers. You know, because I've been to prison. I did 27 years the last time, but like I said, first time I went, I was 12. So I talked with a lot of them officers because I always had positions in the prison, head nigga in charge, PRC, whatever. And I used to talk with the cops, and they be, yeah, Poochie, I don't want to do this. Well, why are you doing it? If I don't, I'm going to lose my job. And then, well, how my family going to eat? Yeah, if your family going to eat by you hurting somebody else's family, I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's something to be honorable. Yeah, you want your children to eat, they want their children to eat.
Absolutely.
You know, so you doing things that's stopping them because the procedure and the policy is making you do it.
So the main issue is the procedures and policies.
Yes, it's not the law necessarily.
Right.
Was the law, you could get around the law, but the procedures and the policies is self-made. The institutions come up with their own policies and their own procedures. So the law don't mean nothing to them. Oh, no, that's our policy. He can't do that. I seen one of them guys looking at me. The policy is don't look me in my eye.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what we getting caught up in, trying to fight the procedures and the policies that's making them people feel like they gained something. I had a couple, Jackson, one of them in Newark. He was a good cop, you know, if you want to say certain things in them prisons, but he quit.
Right.
I know a lot of them that went in there, like I said, with the intent of helping, but after they seen that they couldn't help, they quit.
Now, if we were fortunate enough that the people that own the prisons and run the prisons could be critiqued, what would your advice be to them? if they were willing to take it?
For the love of money.
Mm.
They run that. That's about money. When I first went to prison, we had pre-release classes inside the prison.
I mean, if you was to give them advice,
Yeah.
on corrective behavior and corrective, like even correctional policy, what would you start with?
I would start with they have to have the mindset that these people is human beings just like you.
Right.
You know, when you come to work and you come be on lineup and they telling you this and that and the police and blocks, when they coming, yeah, be careful, you going to a neutral hot zone, you doing that. So you gotta be conscious of what they feeding you. They feeding you stuff and you believe in it. You know, a lot of them go out on them streets and we gotta get them guys because they dangerous. Huh? You know, when I was a kid, we had zip guns.
Right.
We had to make guns that made little 22 bullets. When I was in prison, guys came in talking about Max 10s, Uzi. I ain't never heard of that stuff. You know?
Right.
When slavery, we didn't have no guns.
Right.
And I know for a fact, when we came to America, we didn't bring damn drugs to America.
We got to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with you.